TTT THROWDOWN!
On this week's Throwdown, we have... I gotta be careful with what I call Faith. Give me attitude. On this week's Throwdown, we have Fun Faith demo the workout.
We've got toes to bar, dumbbell hang clean and jerks, rowing, chest to bar, dumbbell hang snatches, and maybe some more rowing.
Hey, Chili. Chili Millet. This workout going to be spicy or what? It's going to be a spicy one.
This week's Throwdown is a 20-minute AMRAP of 8 toes to bar, 10 dumbbell hang clean and jerks, 14 cal row for the guys, 12 cal rows for the girls, 8 chest to bars, 10 dumbbell hang power snatches, and then 14/12 cal row again. That's it. Nailed it.
For movement standards, a warm-up, and scaling options, check the description down below.
All right, y'all ready to see who won the best?
Wow.
I didn't even finish my sentence. We have 78 comments on this thing. What's so funny?
You just gasped like you were so surprised. Like you're picking it. How are you surprised?
All right, here we go. And Patrick Edwards, 5804.
Patrick
Edwards,
5804.
Would you like to know his
Patrick.
comment?
Yeah, it's, you guys
says-
suck.
Was just thinking earlier about the CrossFit workout that really hurts my soul, and then TTT answered it.
Well, at
Nice.
least you get a belt for it.
Congrats.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit it.
This week's demo athlete is Faith Stewart. She is a semi-final level athlete. 4 targets this week. An elite level athlete would be someone that's getting 12, well, no, I got to say 6 rounds. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
Sniggity.
Did I do the whole thing over again?
What?
Wow, Max is really enjoying himself right now. An elite level athlete should be able to get 6+ rounds. You'll see Faith is about 6.5 rounds into this workout. Remember, if you're looking back at 2018 scores, that would equal 12+ rounds because we're actually adding in an extra round with the chest to bars and the hang snatches. For RX level athletes, it would be 5+ rounds, and intermediate level athletes would be 4+ rounds in this workout. Crush it.
No countdown this time
I
for
appreciate
you, Brandon.
it. Thanks for that. You had to resist the urge.
So this is a play off of 18.1. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. It's
We come prepared.
Yeah, 20-minute AMRAP. We added some movements, though. So the first round is going to look the exact same with toe to bar, hang clean and jerk, and then row. The next round is going to be chest to bar, hang snatch, and row.
So it's just a little bit of variation, but probably the same stimulus. The only difference maybe is I think chest to bars seem to bottleneck people who are struggling with gymnastics a little bit more than toes to bar.
Yeah, I would say so. But either way, people are going to be able to move through this a little bit faster than, like, let's say a bottleneck workout with handstand push-ups and heavy barbells.
Yeah. One thing I remember about doing this workout was how destroyed my grip got.
Yes.
This is like every movement is hanging on to something. And I would imagine with chest to bars, that's going to be something that people experience in this workout.
I obviously am judging in the background, but I talked to Faith after this, and she said her grip blew up like halfway through. She was like, I was just managing it at that point.
Yeah, I remember I was like hanging on to the toes to bar by my fingertips.
Yeah.
Like it was just super challenging.
Which is weird because going into the workout, I knew it was going to be grippy, but thinking that you could do single, like you're doing it on your right and then switching to your left, I thought that would alleviate some of the grip tension, and it didn't for me.
It was a big
I remember
challenge.
having to pay attention to which arm I started with and making sure that I varied it each round, because or else one arm would get really pumped.
That is such a good point, and actually something I wrote down in the notes after this workout. Faith starts with the same arm every single time, and she said that that arm was way more pumped, and it caught, you'll see in later rounds, she crushes the workout, but her chest to bars kind of started to get a little sideways, and she's like, I just couldn't hold on with that right arm anymore. So I do think it's wise to switch arms each time.
So Faith is a very high-level athlete, and she did her first round in like 1:30, which means that's like how many round pace is that?
Oh,
7.5 round pace? Something like that.
Yeah. A fast pace, that would, I think holding that pace is probably unrealistic except for games level athletes. Looking at what she, like watching this workout and giving her feedback after I coach for Faith, the big limitation for her on a workout like this is the row. And you'll see she actually holds the same pace every single round, which is right at anywhere from like 950 to 1,000, which was our goal, our target, right? But elite level females are often 1050 to 1075 on a workout like this. So if you're trying to make the games or a semifinal, I think the separator here is actually the row and not the other movements, because everyone's good at the other movements.
Yeah. So for men on this workout, do you think that's going to be like a 13 to 1500 pace at the highest level?
Yeah. So games level would be
equivalent?
1450 plus, and then semifinal level I think has to be over 1300 now.
Yeah.
And then now for everyone else, like if, let's say you're not trying to make a semifinal, you're trying to get into quarterfinals. I think then you have to start thinking more about how am I going to manage my toes to bar and chest to bar, and less about the row.
Yeah, so for me, I think actually, even though I could hold a faster row pace, thinking about the row as more of a recovery place for me and trying to row close to where Faith was in this workout, so that way I could keep the other components not at failure, might be a way that I would approach it.
Yeah, for sure.
So the gymnastics are more of the separator for open level, lower quarterfinal level.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And that's where you would put your pacing strategy around versus the row.
Yeah, like it would be nice if I could try to make all of my gymnastics sets unbroken, or maybe split them into 2 at the most. Whereas if they go to failure, it means I'm resting for 20 or 30 seconds to jump up and do 2 chest to bars. That's way more costly time-wise than pushing the rower for another 10 or 15 seconds.
And you'll probably slow down in the row anyhow.
Watch this transition real quick.
1, 2, pull in.
They're pretty good?
Very nice.
Did she come to you that way, or is this something you taught her?
Well,
this is how she was born.
She was
born with this?
in the rower at 2 years old.
You always harp on that.
Yeah, no,
here she is doing
this
it.
is something that, I mean, she certainly is self-taught in that she always is experimenting. So I don't want to take any credit for that. But it Faith's a pretty cool story, because when we started working together 7.5, 8 years ago, legitimately within the CrossFit space. She couldn't do a muscle up. She couldn't do a chest bar pull up. She couldn't do a handstand push up. And now she can do 30 unbroken ring muscle ups and 50 unbroken handstand push ups. It's all her hard work. But one of the things we talked about before the workout was fast transitions. Even if you have to end up breaking a movement, I want to see you have fast transitions, because we haven't really worked on that recently. And now with the open and quarterfinals coming up, that matters so much at the highest level.
Faith is also extremely intelligent, and I'm guessing if she's been working with you for 7 years, she's probably watched some of our videos to know that we talk about that. But it is nice just to see how smooth and efficient it was to get in and start working.
Yeah, she would say she doesn't watch any of our videos, just so you know.
Fine.
So I actually retested this workout with Brandy a couple years ago, the actual 18.1, and she broke up her toes to bar, not right away, but pretty early on in the workout into 2 sets, but rode faster than me, and she crushed me in the workout, whereas I held unbroken the whole time, but I was probably like 50 to 75 cal per hour slower than her. So
I might want to change up
something
my
to
thoughts.
keep in mind. I mean, a quick break on toes to bar doesn't lose you much time.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually did that in this workout because I just was worried about my grip. My grip still went, but I felt faster where I wanted to be, which was on the row. I knew that that was kind of where I could pace it.
I might put a break in the row calories. Get off and get a water break.
Didn't that happen to me one year?
Yes.
Didn't I get no rep on a...
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, man. Are we? I think we're gonna fast. We gonna fast forward?
Yeah.
after
Hey,
this
hey!
round?
In the meantime, or did you have something to say?
No.
You want
ahead.
some Faith fun facts?
Yeah.
All right. So Faith fun fact number 1: she has resting. I'm not that fun face. But if you ever want to see her light up like a Christmas tree, just ask her about her cats. She's a
Oh, yeah.
she's a cat
Oh, yeah. I
lady.
do know that.
It's very weird. She's an animal lover, but she does seem
Not a
like she's
human.
angry sometimes.
Oh, look at the speed of these
All right.
toaster
So
bars.
fun fact number 2: she is a honest Abe, because at the semifinal, what was it, Brandon? They let her pass a whole thing.
Yeah, so she was like probably in 4th or 5th in her heat at the time, and it was the workout that looked like it was
Had
like
the rowing?
thrusters, chest to bar. Yeah, it was like a double Jackie, and they let her go with 20 thrusters left to run to the finish line, and she stopped them and said, "No, I still have 20
Nice.
thrusters left." So
Good for her.
It actually was probably my proudest moment as a coach.
Yeah, that's good because she also probably would have got penalized even though the judge told her.
The judge
to
was
go
yelling
forward.
at her like 2 or 3
Yeah.
times. You have to go,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, I still have 20 reps."
I'm going to stay here.
Yeah. So she did 2 full rounds of each thing. So she was basically like 4 rounds into
Correct.
this workout. And then we fast forward. How long are we going to fast forward here?
Yeah, I think until the last full round.
Okay. So the last like double basically.
Yeah.
2 portion.
Well, you were there, Brandon. Did anything change during
So
this?
no, her pacing, I was writing some of the numbers down, was almost the exact same. There was a little transition error on one of the rounds going into the chest bars where she chalked up, which we talked about, but I think it was a good idea for her just because that was when she started getting a little sideways on chest to bars. The only critique I have is, hey, Faith, your row power output has to be a little bit higher if you want to be competitive with games level athletes. But her score on this workout would be one of the top in the world.
So if we're talking to people that are like open level athletes and can only do 2 to 5 unbroken chest to bars or toes to bar at a time, what advice, like how do they think about approaching this from your perspective? Just fast singles, try to keep the rest break as manageable as possible, and then go fast on the other components?
If a set of 2 is tough for you and you have to rest, it's not just like a hop down, hop back up. I think you should just start with singles because it's just not worth the amount of time that you have to rest.
Yeah.
But if you can hold like a 3-3-2 or something like that, I would focus on your rest break. Pick something that you want to hold. Maybe it's 5 seconds or 7 breaths or however you're just paying attention to how much you're resting, and focus on keeping that throughout the whole workout. Your sets might have to get smaller, and I think that's okay and just is what it is if that's what your capacity is. But focusing on maintaining the same rest interval can save you so much time.
Yeah, I really like that.
So now we're back at full speed.
Right. And I think this is going to be her last full round, meaning going through the toe to bar, hang clean and jerk, and then chest to bar and hang snatch. The one thing, going back to that question, Max, I think you had it right when you were talking about going a little bit slower on the row erg and then just trying to figure out how to manage your chest to bars or toes to bar. Yes, there's a separator on the row, but I just don't think it's worth pushing it if you blow up and you have to do singles that are taking you a really long time on the chest to bars, for instance.
Yeah, I agree. It's just not worth it at that point.
Yeah.
Did you just say row erg?
Yeah, he did say rower.
It made me think, like, why do we say ski erg and then we call that the rower most of the time?
That's why I always do it. I say bike erg, ski erg, row erg.
We should call it the skier and the biker.
I'm down with that if you guys want to switch it. Yeah, whatever.
12 cal biker.
Look how intense Brandon is in this potho.
I was thinking, man, this is a really long workout that I'm having to judge. And what do you judge on that?
Intense or he's falling asleep?
Yeah, one or the other. He's thinking about his golf swing, probably.
Yeah. Man, I really suck. So this round, you don't see the screen, but I did give her a little nudge on, like, make sure that you keep it over 950. There was just one round where it started to get a little bit below that, and then this next round, I think Chris will turn it around, but she really does kick well on the row, which those little things matter a lot when you got 100,000 people on the leaderboard. So always have a little something left at the end.
What is this little hiccup she does every time she jumps on the bar? She, like, pulls herself up and then starts. Do you notice it?
Getting
like
her
momentum?
grips. Yeah, getting the grip set. That's, I think, actually does make a lot of sense. It'd be nice if you can just jump right up, but to save yourself from getting too much grip fatigue, making sure your grips are all the way over and set first helps.
Something I just noticed, I can't tell from how she gripped it if she's inside of her grip or if the grip is around it, but they did change that rule, I think, in quarterfinals last year, that you couldn't have a grip like over a dumbbell at all.
Did they say that?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. No,
I don't think she has it on there.
Yeah, it looks like it's underneath it. And if we didn't set that standard, then it's not a big deal. But just something
that
to
definitely
think about.
wasn't a standard that year.
Yeah.
It'd be really hard to judge that, too, because of how fast you're going. But I think it's worth having a standard like that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so this is the last time she's going to be on the row. We have a minute left, and I told her, I was like, get it over 1,000 and learn how to push now so that you can do this in the open.
I mean, this is solid. That's basically like a 10% kick almost from where she was hovering kind of in the mid-900s on the last intervals. So
and still knowing she's going to have time to work after. So
we don't know if that's Brandon on there, though. We can't see
that is true. We switched.
Let me show him that you can have a finishing kick. Move. And she's just waiting on the transition.
Oh, man.
All right. Now we have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Man, that is a fast transition if your grip's blown up to go to gymnastics.
Yeah, she said she almost fell off the bar on this set.
Be careful out there.
Yeah,
and you could see, like, she's getting down on her fingers on her left side right now. I mean, it's just really tough at the end of a workout like this where everything is holding on.
So impressive that she did that unbroken as well. And then here's the finish.
This is an awkward movement to kick on.
I know, it's really it's hard to go fast on it.
Yeah, because you have to stop on your shoulder.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that face.
We are 3.
Can you get another
2, 1. We count that.
Yeah.
We count that.
We
at
did.
The buzzer.
Good job, Faith.
Well done.
Well done.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.